Hi, I just wanted to go over what you're doing today, basically, but a little recap of molar mass, how to work out moles from mass and molar mass, and then rearrange that equation. That's what we're going to do today. So let's just get to halfway down this page. We looked at the molar mass is of water would be 18 because it's got 2 hydrogens that have an atomic mass of 1, and then it's got 16 atomic mass for the oxygen. So you just add those together and you get 18. It's not 1 plus 16 because you've got 2 hydrogens, and it's also there's not 2 oxygens, so you wouldn't have 2 times 16. So 18 for the molar mass of water. Online you might see loads of decimals. You don't need to worry about that. It's just about relative isotopes. So we'll look at that. Well, we have looked at that before, but you don't need to know the sulfuric acid's 98.1 or whatever. You just round it to the nearest number. So we said last time that 2 grams of water, how many moles would that be? 2 grams of the mass divided by the molar mass gives you 0.11 moles. Then we just did some more practice of working out molar masses. Now today what I want you to do is just look at, and I'm going through this example with you. So first of all, what I want you to do is balance that equation. So hydrogen, quick sort of revision as well. Why is that H2, not just H? It's to do with the bonding. So H2 plus Cl2 goes to hydrochloric acid. So hydrogen gas plus chlorine gas goes to hydrochloric acid. This becomes more important in a minute. So 2 hydrogens, 2 chlorines. So you've got 2 hydrogens on this side. How are you going to get 2 on this side? You're going to put a big 2 there. So you've got 2 hydrogens, good. And then you've got 2 chlorines, and then now you do have 2 chlorines. So that's quite easy to balance. If you've got 2 grams of hydrogen, first of all, what you need to work out is what ratio is it? Well, first thing you do is balance it. We've done that. Second thing, look at how many ratios. So 1 hydrogen goes to 2 hydrochloric acid, and that's really important in a minute. So you've got 2 grams, and they would say, so if 2 grams of hydrogen reacts with chlorine, the only thing we're going to do today is what is the theoretical yield. Percentage yield is different. It's about how much you actually get compared to what you could have got. So theoretical yield is what is the highest possible amount I could get of hydrochloric acid out of this reaction with just 2 grams of hydrogen gas. So have a think about that. Okay, so 2 grams divided by 2 gives me the moles of hydrogen, because that's mass divided by molar mass of hydrogen equals 2 grams, so mass divided by mR. Might help you if I do this. Number of moles. So now I've got the number of moles. So 2 divided by 2 is 1 mole. Now that's the first step. Second step, so I've got 1 mole of hydrogen. How many moles would that be of hydrochloric acid? So 1 times 2 would be 2 moles of hydrochloric acid of HCl. So that's why I wanted to do this example of, well, first of all, it's really important to balance the equation, because otherwise it wouldn't work. So if you didn't balance it, you'd be saying it's 1 to 1, and that's not right. Second thing is why we do the ratio, because in the other examples I've just done 1 to 1, which doesn't do anything, because it's just divide by 1 times by 1. So to clarify, there's 2 moles of hydrochloric acid, that's this big 2, per 1 mole of hydrogen gas. Now the next bit is to work out what mass I've got of this. So basically I've gone from here to here now. So I've got 2 moles of hydrochloric acid. Now moles, number of moles times MR, and you worked out that's 36.5. Last lesson. And that's 73. Grams. Now some of you might think that's a massive number. Well, think about why that might be. Just looking at 2 things are mixing together, not mixing together, sorry, reacting together. So hydrogen's a really small molecule, chlorine's massive compared to that. It's got a 35.5 mass, so you've got 2 of those, and then you've got this. You've also got 2 of each of them effectively, and that comes together to make this compound, so you will have quite a lot of it produced. So 73 grams of hydrochloric acid produced, and that is theoretical yield, that's called. Okay, just wanted to introduce that to you today. Look through the PowerPoint, try and get familiar with it, and then we'll do some questions on that next time. You also need to do the endothermic and exothermic exam question. Have a go at that, and then I'm going to give you individual feedback on that. The reason that you had the moles one last week is because I was sort of ahead of the curve of, we made a load of science ones. So the one last week was just an additional one for you to get some extra feedback on the maths one. And then this one is a whole science thing to check your understanding. Okay, thank you very much. Have a good day.